Hey everybody! I'm here today to show you and tell you how to stain pressure treated wood. This will be a full tutorial, so let's get right into this instructional video. So as you can see right here, this is some pressure treated wood. It is just an offcut of a fence that I just did in my own backyard, and I decided to keep it because I wanted to use it for a tutorial or two before I got rid of it. I try and use all of my scrap material for tutorials because I find it's very useful to have something this small that I can use sort of like for fun because I've already done the project, okay? And essentially, I actually got a little bit of help with that. I didn't do the entire job myself. I did part of it myself, and I got help with a good portion of it. Anyways, with that aside, this is just some stain, and this is spare stain from the stairs that I did inside my house during the last renovation. So spare piece of wood, spare stain, we can just sort of use it for fun, okay? So essentially, when you are staining pressure-treated wood, depends on the type of stain that you're using. Some stains will require you to wipe it off. Some stains will require you to just paint it on. But for the most part, you want to check out the instructions on the container of stain. But for the most part, most exterior stains that are meant for like wood, like fence wood, stuff like that, deck wood and stuff like that, you can just go with a paintbrush, okay? And this is a really old paintbrush, once again, that I'm going to use and probably throw away because it's really done its time through my projects already. You can essentially, I thought that was a spider, it was just a leaf. So anyways, I got a little scared there. You can essentially get your paintbrush and you can just dip it in the stain, okay? And you can apply that stain onto that pressure treated wood. So right now I'm going to dip the brush in the stain. As you can see right here, the stain is on the brush. You don't want it to be drenched, and I'll tell you why in a moment. But essentially you're going to take that stain on the brush and you're going to just paint it onto the pressure treated wood. Now you'll see here, this down here looks like it's a little bit too thick at the bottom portion over here, right? Up here it looks like it's a little bit thinner. What you want to aim for is something about this, right? A little bit thinner. Now, you can spread it. Once you've put it on there, you can spread it around. So you can see just that one little bit of stain, I'm able to spread it on the entire piece of wood, okay? Just like that. And what you want to try and do is get an even coat on the wood. Now, the actual wood is going to be lighter and darker and so forth. So it's going to be absolutely impossible to get a perfectly even coat, but you want to try and get somewhat of an even coat, okay? And, you know, as you can see, I'm doing this on a spare piece of drywall. Once again, a scrap piece of drywall. And you'll notice I'm going to try and lift it up without getting my fingers all full of stain, okay? Let's see if I can lift it up without getting my fingers full of stain. I think I can. If you take a look over here, this is the cut portion of the wood, okay? So what I would advise you to do is if you have cut ends that will be seen, okay, you should stain them no matter what. But if you have cut ends that will be seen, then essentially you should apply a pressure treatment on those cut ends, let that pressure treatment dry, and then stain it, because there will be a slight difference in color between this pressure treated wood and this cut piece over here. Even just if I just paint it on like this, you'll see that it is lighter over there. Won't be very significant, but it will be somewhat noticeable. So if you do have cut ends, you want to make sure that you apply pressure treatment to them, let that pressure treatment fully dry, and then you can apply your stain and it'll just look uniform. Now the wood absorbs the stain. So with that being said, you know, you don't really have to worry so much about going perfectly even because it's only going to absorb so much. The wood is only going to absorb so much stain, right? It's only able to absorb so much stain. I'm going to move it back onto the drywall. So, and then you can always go back, like once a few minutes have passed, I do recommend you go back with sort of just a brush that has like basically no stain on it, one that you've already painted all the stain off of, and you just go over it lightly. And that's going to move away all of the excess stain that is not able to be absorbed. And what you're going to be left with is a beautiful finish. Now, the fence that I did in my backyard, I actually just did a video of it. So you could probably, the video about the fence will probably be, you know, released around this time, whether slightly before, slightly after this video. So take a look at it. But the stain color that I used in the backyard is significantly darker. This is a lighter color. I used a significantly darker one. But that is essentially how to stain pressure-treated wood. It's a very simple process. And I've shown you exactly how to do it in this video. Follow the instructions on the label, but most of the time you're not really going to have to wipe it off. You might have to with some stains, but most of the time you're just going to be able to just brush it on and brush off the excess like that. And that's it. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.